Number 11, no kids. You can't even join the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster until you're old enough to understand certain things about reality. Like Santa Claus is not a real human. And the Easter Bunny is just fantastic. If you still believe in those things, how on earth are you going to be able to tell the difference between real God the Eternal Father and bullshit God of the Book of Mormon or the bullshit God of the Bible or the Quran? So we wait until you're old enough to have reasonable faculties before you declare a major, as it were. No kids. Number 12, safety first. It's not a reason to join the church, it's just general advice. I figure since I go out and scream in public like nobody does, I may as well do it for something personal for myself, put that in myself. Safety first, because I like to be safe, I don't like to be hurt. I want to be here tomorrow, and I'd like all you to be there too. So, yeah, safety first. Number 13, my church is the first religion that is a grassroots. Instead of that old and ancient and stupid top-down model, where God the Eternal Father takes the entirety of truth and jams it into the brain of some meat idiot thousands of years ago, and then that poor son of a bitch has the job to tell all the rest of us about it, and any kind of deviation will plummet us into an eternity of ignorance. But instead, our God speaks to everyone, like that person, and that person, and that person, and that person. And when God speaks to them, they can write it down and speak it out, and we'll be able to know the truthfulness of it in our hearts. Because Flying Spaghetti Monster touch us with his noodly appendage in our hearts, we'll know it's true. And in that way, my religion is the first grassroots religion. My religion is the first bottom-up religion, instead of the old and ancient and controlling and evil top-down model that all of the other religions of the world are following today. Don't be shy, step right up. If you do have any questions, I am able to answer them, as I am an ordained minister of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, and I can help you on your path to Pastafarianism today. Also, do look me up on the YouTubes and on the Reddit. Mark 16:17. This is what I'm working on this morning, reading a little bit about the Bible, a little bit about Jesus, so-called Christ, and his great ministry on this earth, where he treated everybody with kindness and respect, I guess, because that's what they say about him. This is what he said. These signs will accompany those. This is after he was dead, by the way. Jesus was dead, and then he was not dead, which apparently is a miracle. And he said, these signs will accompany those who believe. In my name, they will drive out demons. You believe in demons? Nor do I. They will speak in new tongues. They will pick up snakes with their hands, and they drink any deadly poison that will not harm them. They will lay their hands on the sick, and they will be made well. That's how we can tell if Jesus is real. So let's just run that experiment real quick. How many people you seen playing with snakes? Yeah, me neither. How many people you seen like to drink the poison? Yeah, me neither. So I guess that means Jesus is a fucking liar, isn't it? Because he said you would, and you don't. So it's really easy. If you got the time, I can do it over and over. I can take your God and just smash him against the rocks. Because he is made of glass, he is imaginary, just like Zeus, just like Thor, you know, like Odin, remember that guy? Imaginary, just like Jesus. Wouldn't that be cool? You can get rid of Jesus out of your head. He's stuck in there like a thorn. And it's getting all pussy and disgusting, and it's giving you this cognitive dissonance in your life. You've got to believe these imaginary things. That Jesus cured people of leprosy, but he didn't. Who did cure us of leprosy? Because I don't see it anywhere. I bet none of you've got it. None of those people got leprosy. So I guess Jesus cured it, eh? It turns out it was not Jesus. It was us humans. We're the ones who've cured the diseases. We're the ones who cured polio. We are the ones who cure diseases, not Christ. We don't need Christ because we don't have to be afraid of disease anymore, because science is helping us. But if you are afraid of disease, if you're worried that without Christ you will be ill, then we can run that experiment. I can help you get rid of Christ, and if he was saving you, you'll die. And then you'll be sure of your Christ. Otherwise, you'll just get rid of your Christ and you get to live your rest of your life as a free American, which is what the rest of us are doing. We have freed ourselves from the chains of these old and ancient and pagan religions. We have thrown down the Bible as the book of nonsense that it is, just like the Quran. It's worthless as a moral guide because there's no morality in it. If you want to look at it and see what kind of morality the God of the Old Testament has, you'll learn about slavery, you'll learn about the subjugation of women, you'll learn about the holy wars that he prescribed against the Amalekites and the Canaanites. You'll hear of the wonderful war against the city of Jericho, where the God of the Old Testament destroyed the unbelievers because that's what unbelievers deserve: destruction. And of course, that's gross and disgusting and completely amoral. But at the time, it was probably really normal, wasn't it? It was relatively moral. And now, it's not. It's relatively shitty, isn't it? Because they treat the homosexuals really poorly, they treat the women incredibly poorly, and they treat the unbelievers as if they need to be burned. That's not... Pardon?
Don't smoke, no.
Why not?
Because you end up like you.
That's not a very good reason, my friend.